What's going on is the Wolf, and we are back with another episode of the Wolf Has Spoken podcast. And I hope you guys are excited, because as always, I'm excited. I find myself joined once again by my guy, Q.
And I'm excited.
Yeah, well, Q's excited today.
I'm excited.
Good, because he's been super dry and mellow this last couple weeks. But
whatever. You know, when you got in an abusive working dynamic
that
relationship,
is insane. Now just surviving the set.
You know, when you just get like before the camera started rolling, he really just said, "Make this shit good, nigga." I was like, God damn, like, sir, I'm just here to do my part. Like,
my fault. But yeah, man, this is a good day. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a great episode. It's a good week.
Yes, sir.
So let's talk about last week. Invited Q out to play football.
Wait. Can we say how, like, segue? How was your week, and then we can get into the smut?
All right, come on.
Yeah. So how was your week?
How was your week, Q?
Life is life. You know,
I knew that's what was gonna. That's why I skipped it, because I knew he was gonna give us this.
I actually had a whole agenda, but it included football, so let's go.
All right, cool.
Let's get to the smut. I'm gonna defend it off rip.
Well, my week was cool. My week was good, actually. I was able to get organized for a lot of things. I'm preparing to be in Atlanta for a few weeks, so I had to get things in order with life to kind of position myself to not be here to shoot and everything else. But other than that, you know, life was good.
Life was life?
Life was good.
Okay,
Life wasn't life. Life was good.
Okay, cool.
Now, invited Q to play football last week, as I did Ricky. I'll tell you what Ricky did playing ball, but that's another conversation. Invited Q to play football last week. Didn't realize how bad only child syndrome affected him until he was on the field and didn't get the ball. When you so used to playing alone for a majority of your childhood, I think that you think the entire game plan revolves around you. So Q quit on us in the first half.
Cause this is what I didn't know. I didn't know we was gonna have a racist MAGA quarterback. I didn't know this. So I just thought we were to play a wholesome game. Also, there's another thing, people. This nigga said hours before, yo, trying to play football. I'm like, oh, okay, it's 9 in the morning. I mean, I guess I could drive 4 minutes out of my way. Sure, I'm a team player. Why not? Whatever. So I go there. I haven't played football about a smooth decade. I'm good. I'm always good for a workout, whatever. Totally forgot or never thought about cleats. I get there, niggas
with Jordans on.
Niggas all cleated up. I'm like, oh, okay. So,
you can't tell if Q came to play ball or football. He had on ball shorts and Jordans. Ain't no cords around here, nigga.
I was at a complete disadvantage, and I think the racist quarterback used that against me.
My homie as racist.
I'm just saying, where was he on January 6th? I'm just going to leave it right there. However, again, so I don't know about other people, but I'm not a complainer. Like, that's not my thing.
But you're a fucking quitter.
I'm not a quitter. I'm an executive decision maker. That's what I am.
You subbed yourself out the game with no extra subs.
You know what's funny? I feel like I was being a team player when I did this. I'm going to tell you my psychology behind this.
Let me hear the psychology behind it.
I thought, like, when I'm the type of person, when I'm playing, you saw me. I was never tripping about the sub thing and shit like that, whatever. So I'm thinking niggas really trying to play ball for real. So I'm thinking, all right, cool. I ain't getting a fucking ball. I don't got fucking cleats on. I'll just chill. Because clearly niggas want to play,
just
whatever.
Killing the team
I
morale.
didn't know these some washed ass up, old head ass niggas like need subs every 7 minutes and shit like that.
You seen that when you walked up.
As soon as I sit down, oh, wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, I got to play defense too? Oh, shit. Oh, wait. I was like, oh, now niggas like, because you just want me as a body. That's what it comes down to. Oh.
Mandatory plays. No, but
what happened though? Once he started not being less, I won't say the R word, threw me the rock. Not one drop pass.
I lobbied for you.
Now, as you should. Not one drop pass.
I said, pass the ball to my homie, man. Give him a chance.
I ain't gonna lie. If I would have dropped it, I would have been no problem.
But he had no. All right, so let me say this though, real quick. Let me give you your credit for almost being a last minute. You are a last minute addition, but Ricky tried to crab us at 8 in the morning, and you was almost the savior guy. So I gotta give you your commends for that. I respect that.
Appreciate that.
You showed up, even though you were not dressed for the occasion. It's cool. Small wins matter. You was there. And then I'm like, all right, cool. You know, I'm seeing how you're running your routes. No effort. You feel what I'm saying? I wouldn't have threw you the ball either.
I was open.
I mean, so you was always open.
I was open. Yeah.
But you feel what I'm saying? I don't know. I was too busy in the end zone.
Yeah, I was.
Was I not cooking?
Beginning and the end. The middle got a little spooky. Niggas start looking for subs and wait a minute, this and that. And that's another thing.
So was I cooking?
You was good. You was cooking.
All right, cool.
I still got lead with smut though.
All right, go ahead.
So that's the thing. Niggas talking about the route she was running wasn't committed to the angle.
Yeah.
He wasn't
giving shit effort.
He was throwing to the same non-black niggas the whole NU all fucking game that wasn't open.
Yo, you know what's crazy though?
Niggas thought he was Aaron Rodgers, these tight ass windows.
What made it bad was I experienced that this past week. but I complained. I'm a diva. I was not happy.
Okay,
you was quiet. I was telling them, and then when we won the first game, I scored 3 touchdowns or 4. Second game, it's a close game. Now I really want the ball. I want to be an X factor. I want to make a difference on this field. And he was looking me off like, hey, I'm running deep. I will draw the defense in, but I'm running past everybody. I'm fast. Look me off and throw it to somebody else. So I complain. Fuck that.
Yes, that's on my back.
I'm
I'm
trying to do damage control right now.
Like, it is
as we speak, motherfucker trying to do damage control.
As you should.
No, fuck out of here.
And to me, my thing
Throw
is,
me the ball. I'm always open.
a nigga shouldn't have to say anything or complain. You see niggas on the field. So, like, you're just making an executive decision. That's your choice.
Yeah, no, honestly, I think that he has his favorites because I noticed that my little cousin that was complaining was getting the ball, and I'm like, don't get me wrong, you can play football, but it's like you don't warrant this type of targets. Like, why are you getting 4 targets in a row?
You're not Moss? Like, you
know, no, like, you know what I mean? You cool, you feel me? But like at this point, I'm faster than everybody on the field. Throw me the ball. You seen it at the beginning, you seen it at the end. When we needed to close the game out, I run past everybody. Throw me the pill. Shout out to Ricky. Ricky had like 4 catches, 48 yards before he left.
His team's a little more balanced.
But let me tell you what Ricky did when I invited him to play basketball.
Smut tails.
Yeah, let's get into it. Ricky was a cool +1 for the first 3 games. I'm like, all right, bet. You know how you bring somebody doing good so you look good? Like, bet my +1 look good. Like, all right, cool, we cool.
You vouching him?
I'm vouching for him. Man, I tell you, man, we up 10-4 on this team. They come back and it's they get up 11-10. But we playing with a shot clock as well. So it's like 3 minutes left. We down 1, but it's game to 12 or when time run out. Ricky takes it upon himself to shoot a half-court shot. For the game winner. I feel like it slowed in his head. He was having his Will
Carlton
moment. It slowed down. He flagged everybody. Yo, I'm the point guard. Somehow Ricky bring the ball up.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, he wave us off, Jeremy Lin to Kobe, and he fling that bitch. Kick his legs up and get the shot. Kick his legs up from here. Bring his leg back down. Absolutely not.
I believed.
Absolutely not. Dun, 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 dun. We all like,
that shit better go.
Boing. Then at the end, he gonna walk off and say, my bad, bro, I was mad. What the fuck? We just called us the game. So say, my bad, bro, I was mad.
About some other shit. I ain't about the game. I don't think about some other shit yesterday.
Like, yo, let's get into these topics. Before you do that, I know you got something going on. I bought some watermelon, so.
Super cool.
Whatever. I got put on to watermelon and lemon. You know, shout out to Kai. Kai was the first person that told me to try this. So I said I'm gonna bring some to the set. It's already marinated in the lemon juice. You have to try it.
What?
Use this. I ain't had none of it yet. Come on, man.
I ate some there.
No, man, come on.
I don't eat watermelon.
Yeah, come on, Q. Come on. We're not gonna make it past this segment if you don't try. So the audience is
give me this
big
ass piece. That whole introduction was just paused too. That's why I was confused.
And because I said it marinated. What was? Come on, Ricky, get a cameo, hun.
Nigga, what? This is the most blackish, coonish shit.
Bro, our platform serves every ethnicity. It's cool. That's yours.
Actually, coons.
It's yours. Yeah, man. Shout out to Ricky one time, the guy that's behind the camera. All right. Go ahead, Q. Do your thing. You want to say it, Greg? Hey, man. Yeah, it's different.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's not regular watermelon. Like, it's not. I don't like regular watermelon, but this shit with the lemon.
I ain't gonna lie,
this is a different fruit.
Might be on to something.
Yeah, this shit is good. I eat this shit a lot, bro.
Might be on something.
This shit cool.
I only take back half of the coon smoke. Only half of it. Only half of it. You gonna really zoom in on me? Look at my finger. That's how you feel, right?
Make sure you keep that in too. All right, man. Let's get into it. Talk to me.
All right. No, another thing before we go move on about the rest of the week recap. I'm gonna give you and the show your credit.
What I do? Well, thank you first, but
so I went into my. I told you before my daughter's school. Her principal like a while ago was like, "Are you on a podcast?"
You ain't tell me who it was. You said somebody stopped you.
Oh, it was the principal of the school. Are you on a podcast? I was like, yeah, whatever. So that was a quick little interaction. The other day I went to the school and I'm just walking into a whole you could tell it was like a non-school conversation amongst the teachers and shit like that at the front desk there. And they was like
a celebrity.
So they was like,
he was a celebrity.
Not that relationship coach.
Even better. Certified.
So
48 states besides Massachusetts and Alaska.
Yeah, because I told my husband this and this and that. And they was like, no, this is where it got crazy. You ready? They're like, well, ask the wolf.
I wasn't even there.
He was in spirit.
I was there through you.
Hell, you might as well ask a wolf. And I was just so caught off guard. I'm trying to check into the school. I'm like, well, oh yeah, because I don't know what the fuck they so much, to be honest. I didn't hear what they were saying, but I was like, oh yeah, I think you right, he wrong. I see, I told you.
They don't know you're a feminist.
Exactly. So that day. But so that was that. And but yeah, so
That's
other than
heavy,
that,
man.
my week was cool though. It was good. Another thought I had recently was the idea that, again, not nothing we didn't talk about before, but the idea like, I feel in my current profession and career and shit like that, I realized I hit that mark now where like, instead of keep trying to hop around a little bit more, because anybody know me knows that I will leave a fucking job. Like if it's they start pissing me off, ever know me, even the slightest, indeed,
Not loyal.
yeah, indeed, but however, I've realized the point that no, it's cool. Like now, it's just time to just start my own company, my own business, shit like that, whatever. So that's where I'm at.
Okay. So is this the announcement, the official announcement of the firm?
No, not official.
Okay.
Just the idea that I feel, we always talk about just being in alignment with yourself and making sure your intentions are true and the universe like that, whatever. And I realized that no matter how much my job may annoy me or not, the next
Chapter of your life.
the next chapter isn't another job. And not that I even had this job saying I'm gonna be here for 30 years, retire, but it was like, oh no, the next chapter isn't even trying to get a new job. It's like to put all that same level of effort and attention, energy into my own company, and then that would be like the next chapter. So I realized that recently, where it's like, oh yeah, like no, I'm really about to go super hard with that whole chapter for sure. So I was thinking about that.
My
recently.
girl bought the watermelon and got every fucking watermelon seed in them.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all gonna see me picking out these seeds. I can't do it. But no, man, for one, congrats on the elevation of mindset. I feel like my sessions, my therapy sessions, which you have been working out. Make sure y'all book me for y'all relationship coaching, life coaching, because as y'all see, episode 1, this man was stubborn. Episode whatever this is, this man is completely changed.
Completely, it's crazy.
Completely changed. We don't even recognize him. He's clean, making space in the crib. Him and his fiance is on great terms. He's a feminist. Just growing up.
Been that
I forgot you was the only child, bro.
until football.
No, until I realized when I was watching one of the previous episodes that didn't come out yet, and I'm like, oh, I forgot this boy is a fucking only child.
Yeah.
Do you have any siblings?
No, I'm only child.
I mean, your dad could have had kids.
No, they had the best kid ever.
And it's just you.
One and only. You can have a name like mine, have another kid. Come on now.
Did you have any like cousins that was your age or something, nigga? Like who did you grow
everybody
up
in my
with?
family died. I'm joking.
Oh,
but
okay, what the
no,
fuck?
but no. Contrary to the smut belief, I've actually always around other kids. My mom friends all had kids. I had cousins when we was
It's
younger.
nothing like siblings, nigga. I'll tell you that now.
I agree with that. I'm saying I just wasn't in a room by myself playing video games. I'm just saying, just for the smut record.
Unless when you was at your grandma's house doing what you had no business doing, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
That's fair. I have no rebuttal to that. Yeah. How about this though? Did you have anything about your week?
Outside of what we talked about?
Yeah.
No, my week was solid. I
you
played
about to-
sports. I told you I felt like you. I was laughing the whole time I wasn't getting involved because I was like, I know how Q feel. Like I'm literally out here complaining. I walked off the field. Like I had to catch myself. Like I told the other team my morale was down. I'm politicking with them. They not using me. They not giving me the ball. My morale down.
Crazy, deep,
I
straight
need to be
diva.
making a play.
And I'm not mad you saying, oh, can you fuck up the morale, quitting, whatever. And again, I really didn't look at it. It's quite really looked at it as like, I'm going to just step out the way. Because like, if I ain't getting the ball, somebody else could just play for
Nah,
it,
when
bro.
nigga go to sub you in and you say,
No, like,
Nigga,
nigga,
that's
that's
quitting.
Because again, I never needed a sub. So I'm like, why do niggas need subs for real? But I'm not going to be on the field like, what the fuck, this and that. Like, it ain't even that
are
deep.
you coming
man.
back out there?
When I get some fucking cleats, my fucking foot still hurt.
Please, $60.
Yeah, when I get some cleats, nigga.
So that could be this week.
If I feel like it.
Yeah, come back out. We need you.
Yeah. No, and again, I told Ricky this, like, soon as you mentioned something, I'm actually looking forward to it because it was just a great workout regardless. Like, even, that's why another reason I wasn't even really mad because I still getting a workout in, so I'm always down for a good workout.
I ain't even gonna tell y'all what this nigga Kyle did. Kyle got at quarterback. We beat them 6-1. And mind you, the touchdowns count as 1 point. So we scored. I picked him up for a pick 6. I was calling him Willie Beeman. They subbed his ass out expeditiously. Expeditiously.
That's why
he was all trying to lobby to get back at quarterback. They was not with it. No.
But super sound. Let's pivot real quick. How in your past experiences, past relationship, whatever, has saying I love you been like a very big deal or a hard situation? Has it been like regrets when you did say it too soon, too early? You lied about it? What has been your thoughts and experience with I love you?
Let me set this down real quick.
Let it breathe.
So I'm definitely gonna finish that. But
I believe you.
for me, saying that I love you is easy because I love me. So like when you love yourself, it makes it easier to love other people.
This nigga different, yo.
It's the truth. But no, all jokes aside though,
This
like
nigga might be an only child. I don't know. Like.
no, seriously though, like, cause like love is only hard to give when you lack it within, cause you see it as something that's like extracting from you, but I see it as pouring. So it's like because I pour into me, it's easy for me to like. It don't take me long to love somebody. Loving somebody and being in love is two different things. You understand what I'm saying? So like saying I love you could just mean like, nah, I care for you. Like I love you. Like I care for you. And that comes because I care about humans, because I care for me. Like I literally love people in general. But when it comes to like actually, you know, being in love, I can't say that I experienced that too many times. You follow what I'm saying? It's not like I've been in love all these times. So I never really had regrets because by the time I got out of my first relationship, which was 6 years, from that moment on, I started to do a lot of self-work. So before I got into any other relationship or dating experience after that, I already was working on myself. So I came into it understanding that in order to properly love and respect anybody in the world, I have to love and respect myself. See, because what you'll understand is when you have boundaries that you respect, it's easy for you to respect somebody else's boundaries. But when you don't respect your own boundaries and you allow people to use you as a doormat, then you tend to think that people shouldn't have boundaries. And you think that their boundaries is a restriction on you, when in reality, it's just their boundaries. So when that all stems from a lack of self-love. So when I learned self-love, it's like me saying, oh, yeah, I love you. It's easy to say because I genuinely just love me. And but when it comes to like the romantic love that, you know, I share in my relationship, is like that wasn't even hard. But typically I feel like, you know, it's always been said to me first too. Like I always be knowing. I'd be like, she love me. Like I be knowing. I'm like, I could tell how she love me. You know what I mean? And it's like once they say it, it's just like because I already naturally love, it's like it's nothing for me to be. I love you too. And I never lied about loving somebody. Maybe I never said, you know how you lie when you're a young boy to get some pussy? Yeah, I love you. I don't think I ever did that because I just think that word, as much as I will just feel like I love people, when I was younger, I didn't have this mindset. And I just felt like that was too deep to say. I was like, I'm not about to tell you I love you for no pussy.
Yeah, the same.
The same what part? And God said alike.
Everything. Next topic.
He hit us with what the women do. Vice versa.
But no, same in regards to not lying and using saying I love you and shit like that. I always, even when I was younger, I took it very serious because like I always understood that women are crazy and women are gonna do a lot, whatever. So I don't need to make it a more of a likelihood they do some wild shit. Me saying I'm a lie and say I love you. Nigga, you said you love me and this is, you know what? No, cause let me not do that. I see a thin line between love and hate. Let me just not do that.
Times I got a girl say they love me and I'm like, why you acting crazy? Like, I'm gonna say it back. You don't love me.
Facts though.
You know, so a girl say that shit, you don't love her. She'll be like, I love you. But like, you don't love me. You don't say that back. I'm not about to lie to you.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. Cause whatever you do after that, kind of brought it upon yourself.
No, that's a fact. So do you think that the love word turns them crazy? Or do you think it justifies the craziness?
Justifies it, absolutely.
Right. Well, unpack a little bit more though.
Real quick before I get there, don't skip past my love stories. You know? But no, so I've always took it very seriously, and it's never been because of that. It's never been like a hard thing. The few times I did express it, because it's all no, like I love you, and it is what it is. I'm with you. I'm also him, so I usually get it told to me first, whatever. Right. Like fuck out of here, no, you know, you love me first. So I always expressed it when it was genuinely on my heart, whatever. It's been times when it was said to me, and I was like, let me let it breathe. Like, again, because I don't want to be, you know, saying it correctly or lie about it or not be disingenuous about it. Then, you know, I spun the block. So that's happened. Now, in regards to justifying craziness, I think that, you know, especially when we all are younger, men and women, I think that a lot of people don't know how to control and direct their emotions and shit like that, whatever. So when love is thrown to the mix, it's just like, oh, I'm willing to do anything for you, and therefore you break my heart or just disappoint me. I'm willing to go to the nth degree about the shit too, whatever. So it's like, oh, you said you love me, you supposed to love me. So I think it just justifies a lot of just immature behavior and actions and shit like that.
No, that's a fact. And as far as it's funny because even when it has got said first to me, like I wouldn't mind leaving the girl on scene. What I mean by that is, it's like, like I'm not talking about, you know, just before I message. I mean like leaving, like you said, when you say let it breathe, it's just like nah, like I'm really not about to sit here and lie and see. You know how somebody might just want to coddle the person, like, oh, I love you too, because they don't want to hurt their feelings. No. Oh, you love me? Sure, I love me too. The fuck, like I'm not
surprised. Yeah.
I'm like, I already knew that. It took you back. It sounds crazy, but to go to your point or whatever, like when I asked you about if they justify it, I feel like that's the same thing that happened with the titles in relationships. Like I feel like when you dating a woman, you know, she be on her best behavior, she put her best foot forward. Essentially, I'm not gonna say the bestest foot forward, but I'm gonna just say like the craziness is contained and it's like it's somewhere dormant. It's lying dormant. But the moment you give her the title, all of the shit that was just whatever, it's just like now she uses that. Oh, but I'm your girlfriend. So it's like if you ain't texting back. If you normally don't text back every 20 minutes, you texting back every hour. The moment you're in a relationship, but I'm your girl, but I'm your girlfriend. It's like they start to weaponize it in a way that's like they leveraging it to try to, you know, say, all right, well now that we're in a relationship, all of the rules change. And it's like, as logical as we is, it's like, no. The rules don't, the protection level change, the what I'm willing to do, the provision level change, but I don't fucking change because I gave you a title, but they think that once they get the title, it's like, now I get to take my mask off.
And you know what's funny too, kind of open conversation more? I feel like as me and my girl has been together longer and years, I feel like certain things should matter less. Like certain like minimal, trivial type bullshit like that. I remember me and her had a conversation where I was like, yo, like, we know almost a decade in. I should never have to hear a conversation, oh, dang, you didn't text it back all day, whatever. Because bitch, you know I'm not fucking doing nothing crazy. You know, I'm busy working, whatever. And same vice versa, like you said earlier. It's never been a time in life that you didn't text me back because I know you working, doing whatever the fuck you're doing. I'm going to be like, oh my God, you didn't text me back because we are bigger than that. Like we are past that. And I feel like sometimes they kind of regress into like shit that's, we gotta, you know how much shit we done been through and you're going to really direct inquiry or an issue to me talking about, oh, I didn't text it back all day. It's like, clearly I forgot. Or clearly I was busy.
Maybe I just didn't want to fucking talk.
That like, too. Why? Either way, whatever the option is, who gives a fuck? And that's what I'll be thinking about. I feel like we should be past things.
Back, I'm just saying, I'm to your point. Like, why am I allowed to just not text back? Like, why does it have to be catastrophic that I'm not texting you back? Like, why does it have to be an issue?
Especially if you got so much shit invested into each other. Now, again, if it's like in the early days, back before, whatever, this and that, again, those type of things, you kind of figure out who you are, see how you feel about certain things, whatever. But it's like, yo, once you pass, I feel a certain threshold, certain shit just shouldn't be conversations ever again, I feel like.
You done with that lit?
Same with like, you know, again, I feel anything like that, like, because again, all those things should only be traced back to like, if you trust somebody. And if you do trust them, there should never be like no stemming conversations from the, oh, why you didn't text back? Where are you at? You didn't call back. But it's like, that shit, because I know I never ask the questions ever, because there's never no reason to.
I mean, it's like, if it's concerning, it's 3 a.m. and you out and it's like, why? Well, yeah. But it's like, if you don't have, if it's fucking 3 p.m., you know I'm at work, you're at work, what the fuck is we talking about? Like, you know, sometimes I find myself, what are we talking about? Like, why is this a thing? Like, but let's getting back to it. We might as well go all the way in on the subject because, like, getting back to the justification of the title, I feel like even when you think about it, right? It's like I've said on numerous occasions, like, and it's like a question that I have the answer to, but I still would ask it open-endedly just to give women a chance to just give their logic. Because it's like a woman could be single in the crib, she's cooking, she's cleaning. She's doing all of the sort. The moment she involve a man, it becomes wifey shit. Like a nigga be dating like, damn, she cooking, like she's making dinner, like just can't make the extra plate. Like that extra plate makes it. I'm not about to be out here cooking and cleaning for a nigga. And
my finger, nigga. Yeah,
it's like you doing it already
for myself.
You know, that's like the way I categorize that is like if I'm driving, I'm on my way somewhere, and like this, get in the car, like I'm going there, like this is where I'm going. I ain't about to be your Uber driver. Give me gas money. Now, granted, gas could be contributed, but if I'm going and it's not taking me out my way, I'm not going to make gas mandatory. It would be dope as fuck to get it because it's like, you know, but if I got to take that trip regardless, it's like I'm not going to say you can't ride with me because you don't got gas. So it's like when they do that, it's like you're doing all of the tasks that would be considered regular tasks.
That you've been doing.
That you're doing every day. But when you throw a man in the mix, it now becomes wifey shit that you're not about to do for a man. And it's like, but you have to feed yourself. And if you like a motherfucker, make a plate.
Yeah, it's something about a woman's brain in society where they feel like, which I'm not even mad. Again, I'm not the type of person, I'm not the guy that strives to reinvent the wheel of society. Yeah, I just know that men and women are meant to just disagree about certain things, and it is what it is, whatever. But I feel like there's something about women's society where they feel like once a man's involved in a picture, we just owe them. So it's like, so it is what it is. Like, so it's like, why would I continue to do the things by myself if you here now? It's like, I suppose that makes sense to y'all. So it's okay,
I mean,
cool.
I get it. All right, so I'll say this, right? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, like, yeah. So,
No, I'm about to say, I'll say this. I understand that in totality where it comes down to is like, it's no different than when a man say, oh, I'm not about to be. I think it is different, but to them it's no different.
Right.
When a man say, I'm not about to be paying her bills, she not my woman, whatever. But it's like, see, when you dating somebody, they're not fully under your provision and your protection. As a man, it's like when I'm just dating you, like I'm fucking with you, like I look out, I do little shit, right? Because it's so funny, man. I used to think like, I get a chick hair done, get her nails done, buy a gift here and there. It's like, like women, they rave it. Oh my gosh, she did. And it's like this small time shit. Now I'm in a relationship and I'm paying all these bills and I'm handling everyday issues and I'm like dealing with big boy problems essentially that come from her life that I'm actually resolving. And it's like that little shit ain't nothing for real. It's like that's like that's not even tricking. That's not even like it's just like it's little hair money, little nail money. But in the dating world, that shit is like, oh my gosh. And I remember getting the praise and the recognition for doing those little things. But it's like now I'm spending thousands of dollars a month on my relationship. You follow what I'm saying? It's not just for gifts. This is for responsibilities alone. Lifestyle, everyday, regular shit. So it's like, when I think about it, it's like it's a different level of what you're going to get when you're in a relationship versus when you're dating. But if I am dating, I'm not going to be like, well, I ain't paying for nothing. It's like I understand, like it's an exchange. So for her time and attention, I'm going to have to provide sad experiences in order for this dating experience to be a success. But if they just look at it like, oh, I ain't doing nothing, it's like, all right, well, what are y'all supposed to do during the dating? Because I'm not just paying for your time and attention.
Right.
Like, so you not going to add nothing to the dating experience until you get in a relationship?
No.
But just think about it, we logical. So it's like, when you're dating, you have to understand, you are auditioning. It's no different than going on job interviews. You might not be the only candidate that failed out for this position, but at the end of the day, you did apply for the job. So you do have to present yourself in a way that makes you a potential suitor for a relationship. People think that the moment they come out and date, it's like, all right, shut down on all the candidates and I'm not showing you nothing until I get the position. It don't work like that. You have to audition. So I get my benefits. You ain't getting nothing. I'm not going to. It's like, no, you got to play the game how you want the game to end. If you want to end up in a relationship, you got to go into your dating experiences intending for it to go that way. Show a motherfucker what type of girlfriend you could be. You don't got to be that type of girl all day, every day. In every situation, you just have to show glimpses of it. So a man know, damn, if I was to really invest in her, she going. That's what we do when we paying for little hair, little nails, little shit. We showing you what it could be if we were locked in. But what tends to happen is y'all get stuck at the hair and nails and think like, oh, he did that. And I ain't have to do nothing. And it's like, man, you ended up with nothing because you got that one off or whatever, however long you lasted, but you never ended up getting what you ultimately wanted. And the last thing I'm gonna say, I'm gonna pivot on the matter is sidebar is just, even if you in a relationship, right? This is a complete sidebar. I feel like people be a half version of themselves in a relationship because they feel like they getting half of the person they dealing with. But my philosophy is, even when you're dealing with the wrong person, you're still auditioning for the right person. So never give up your morals, never give up your values, never give up your principles, never compromise who you are as a person, and give your best foot forward, because at the end of the day, even if you're dealing with somebody, you're getting that relationship experience, your soulmate might be out there. Still work on yourself. Don't just feel like, oh, I'm going to match the energy that's in a relationship, so you're going to be shit, so I'm going to be shit. And that's how you're going to always end up with shit. But if you actually say, you know what, I'm going to carry myself like this no matter what, if that relationship falls, somebody will be watching like, damn, this person was always thorough. This person was always solid. I like how she carries herself. I like the way he carries herself. And then you end up with the person that's actually on your level. But if you go match the energy of the person that was already ultimately beneath you, you end up attracting more people that's like that, because somebody that's above that will be like, I would never deal with somebody that act like that. So just think about that. Even when you're dealing with the wrong person, you're still auditioning for the right person.
Bars.
Go ahead.
To pivot slightly, how about the idea? I feel like, because again, there's always the generational hot topic that men cheat and shit like that. Cool, right? However, I feel like the thing that's underneath that, let's say men do cheat more supposedly. I feel like the average.
No, we don't.
Fair. I feel the average man that does cheat, though, in our weird psychology of the male ego, they still value whoever their wife or their woman is to the highest degree. 100%. They just selfish, whatever they doing, their own reasons, and they just doing what they doing. But they will still be like, no, if they lose our, I fucked that up. Like, no, that was the one, or this and that. But however, I feel like oftentimes with women, though, not saying they cheat or whatever, but whatever they doing and they did not truly appreciate or value that person to the highest degree maybe they should, once it's over, they have like a whole epiphany of like, oh, yeah, like he was like a pretty good catcher. He was all it is. Where a dude could be doing everything he's doing and still have
never lose sight of that.
compartmentalized. No, she's great.
Yeah, it has
I'm
nothing
just
to do
doing
with
this.
her.
A woman can have complete oblivious perception of what she has.
Because their actions have to be justified. So because their actions have to be justified, they can't carry the good in you because it doesn't justify their actions. So they got to hold on to and highlight all of the things you did that was subpar or below average or not so good. And this person is just tipping the scale in that direction because it has to make sense to them. So in their conversation, it has to be, well, he wasn't doing this, he wasn't doing that, he wasn't doing this, he wasn't doing that. And they think that, see, the difference is men don't cheat for better. Men cheat because it's different. When a woman is going to cheat on you, she's looking to find better. So it's like she's trying to find a man that does better than you, what you're lacking. A nigga not gonna be like, well, my girl can't cook, so let me go find a girl that can cook, and I'm gonna cheat with her. It's just this chick could just have a fat ass and a pretty face, and it's just convenient.
Can't cook at all.
Yeah, he don't even care about that. Like, cooking dinner is not even on the fucking table. Ass is on the table. Like they ain't even thinking about dinner.
Don't have a kitchen.
But for them, it's because in that regard, they have to vision themselves moving from one secure place to another. They have to envision a future with this person to even open up in that way. In order to do so, they have to burn the ship, the boat that they own, so they don't have no regrets. So it's like, yeah, I did it because he wasn't doing X, Y, and Z. And then when they get off this ship and realize that this ship was fucking worse than a boat that they was actually on, now it's like everything you just said is that epiphany moment where it was like, oh my gosh, he actually was a good guy and everything he said was right and da-da-da-da. But they got to go through that experience to get there. Whereas though us as men, we don't even think that deep into it. It's not even about none of that because the only way a man is going to cheat to leave his woman is if is a lack of appreciation, a lack of respect, a lack of regard, she cheating on him, or he just don't feel valued. And then he meet a girl that just make him feel valued. And if he get that, he's probably going to leave. It's like he's about to create a second family. You're pretty much done. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, with women, and we could say this because we in relationships, serious relationships, you're engaged to be married. Understand, when you really a protector, a provider, and you do things for your woman in your relationship, eventually it's just like she pour all her problems onto you. It's like you take them on. We enjoy doing that. We're not about to complain about doing what we were put here to do, which is solve their problems essentially. But if you got to solve their problems and then they not being respectful and they being disrespectful, that becomes unattractive. So it's like, I got to take care of you. If everything that you bring in my way is a problem, whether it's your problems or you being a problem to me, now it's like, I'm not even attracted to this energy. So then if a man finds a woman that's like everything that's not that, he realizes like, it's a little bit more freeing over here. That's the only time a man will walk away in a cheating situation. Other than that, a nigga not even thinking about walking away. He just like, I'm about to fuck her and go home to my family. She is never getting that because, see, that's the thing. But women understand, man, we don't got to open up our legs or our heart to have sex. They do both. They open up their legs and their heart. So it's like their attachment is different. Ours is not. We just using our muscle. Just flexing a little bit. Not that I support or condone cheating, man. But I did write the book, Cheating is Not Cheating. Go check it out.
And on that same token, let's see if you give me some, get into your relationship coach bag real quick. So me and a girl was having a conversation recently, and I realized, so I ain't gonna lie, in this conversation / argument, I realized in real time, like, I kind of see the solution. I could really articulate this in a certain manner to be like more conducive to like progressive and shit like that. But I was like, I'm burnt out. I don't give a fuck. Like, it's like, I just don't got it for you. Like, it's like, I can see the path, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like, so I ain't gonna lie. I was not productive or progressive in the conversation. However, what I realized in it was like, our, love language is always a conversation, whatever. And I realized in this situation, what was underneath everything was we had different natural expressions of love language. So, for instance, the conversation was based around like whenever she's going through things, like you said, women pour on to their man and shit like that. Yeah. We got to deal with it, process it, all this type of shit, whatever. All right, this over here. All right, cool. This happened. All right, I got it. I'm good. I'm standing. I got it. Not forget about our own life and our own shit going on, whatever.
Put yours in the front.
Right. So I feel like when women if a woman does that, and let's say she's going through a down period, whatever it may be, whatever, how I am typically, even in the past in general, is like, it's not, how I naturally approach that is like, all right, cool. I'm just going to continue to take things off your plate, whatever. I'm going, all right, cool. So I'll do this, don't worry about this, whatever. If we say you're going to do that, don't worry about it. I got that. So I'm trying to like give you space to breathe. I'm not even trying to approach to resolve it. I feel I also ran into those roadblocks before where I'm like, all right, this is gonna fix this. Don't worry about it.
Right.
Don't try to fix it. I just want to go through the process. All right, so I try to do that all the time. All right, I'm gonna give you space to breathe. I'm gonna do this, and I feel that's like my natural act of service type thing.
Yeah.
I know my type of person or my type of language is if I'm ever going through anything, I'm just annoyed or stressed out or whatever. The minute someone say, "Yo, this already done," oh, it's done. You don't got. I appreciate that. So I automatically go in that way when I'm expressing or projecting because like, all right, cool. I'm gonna do this for you. I'm gonna do that. Don't worry about it, or whatever. And she was saying, "But no, I just need you to like kind of come to me and do this more." I'm like, okay. And when I said to her, I'm like, "But do you think it's kind of just a lot to ask if the energy in the space can just be like kind of consuming because you're going through something and I can't allow myself to be brought down. I gotta stay up while trying to bring you up too."
Yeah.
And I think it's sometimes a little more complicated than I think that she will let on or whatever. Cause like, what you mean? Just let me pour into you. You stay up and then bring me up and then continue to do. It's like that could just be a lot of time. And I feel like that's like kind of like a. I'm gonna say that, but I'm gonna continue on that thought. But any thoughts so far about that?
So I'm trying to make out so is in the end all be all, is she upset because you're trying to bring her up?
That I'm not doing it enough. And I was saying, but what about this I did?
So
this
I'm saying
I did?
like she wants you to pour into her to lift her spirits essentially.
I suppose, yeah.
So when you say my thoughts, what do you
Just have you ever went through that? Any thoughts about that? The idea of people, and it could be man or woman, the idea when someone's going through their own trials and tribulations, mentally, emotionally, whatever, and the effects of that on the partner. I feel that's one thing that kind of goes unspoken. Like,
you saying like she's going through it, but you're just like staying like in your bubble essentially.
Not staying in my bubble, but just the person on the other end has to deal with that while going through their own shit, and then like just
so I feel like
navigate around that. Like so, and the conversation was like, so we're not in sync because one person isn't their best self, but this being in sync can never stop though, because then this person gets more affected by or gets more bothered. Oh, how we're not in sync is like, oh, we're not in synth because you're going through something right now. But it's like, but that shouldn't affect us being in sync though. It's like,
I mean, it would because we're not going to be. We vibe off frequency, so if we on two different frequencies, we're not going to be in sync.
Right.
But in a nutshell, I feel like I go through that naturally on a daily, where I feel like I'm always pouring into my girl in that way because I feel like she will dump all of her issues onto me to the point where like I be having to tell her like in terms of like just the timing of it. Like, listen, like I'm here for you. I'm always down to talk. Like I enjoy being that person, but you know I gotta focus. I gotta go film. Like like if it's not dire, it could wait an hour. I'm like I know because she get so riled up. She want to call me immediately. It's like yo. This could have waited an hour. Like, think if you could consider what I might be about to do before you unload, because I can create the capacity to take on everything that you got going on because I position myself to be that. But the timing of it matters. So it's like, at least on your end, ask yourself, damn, before I unload this on him, let me at least think that what he's about to do. Or he at his desk, he on a call. Let me not text him this. Like, let me not. So it's like. That'd be my thing with it, but as far as in like I never not address it because I feel like that's a part of being a man in my relationship. Where it's like I don't really look to her to solve my problems at all, but I create the space to solve hers because I expect them. No different than when my kids call me, Dad, what's that? And it's like all right, cool. Like I'm here, I'm gonna do that. But you know, as far as in like it making us out of sync, I had to learn like. That all right, cool. I've been on that. I'm not letting her mood bring me down. She said all the time, "Oh, you could we even though we have an argument, we can have an argument and it won't affect your whole day." Sure, the fuck not about to affect my whole day. For sure. I'm not allowing it. Oh yeah, but I be allowing it to affect my whole day. The key word, you be allowing it to affect your day.
Personal problem.
I'm not allowing it to affect. Just because I don't allow it to affect my whole day, don't mean I'm not affected by it. Right. It just means that I'm going to compartmentalize. I'm going to park that thought here because it's not about to carry with me outside of this house. And when I come back, I'll pick it back up and we can pick off where we left off. But I'm not about to go through this space all day because you're in this space. You're alone. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, I'm the king of compartmentalizing in that regard. Like I done had many arguments in my life.
Before, did I answer your question though? Because I feel like you gave me minimal details. Like I felt like you was like,
let's go. We have a conversation.
Right, cool.
Yeah, I'm the king of compartmentalizing things, and like I can have, and I'm also the king of like you're dead to me. And it's like
die on the hill.
Yeah, we will not talk, and you don't exist to me till further notice. And I will come outside, come do a show, go to my mom's house, go to take my daughter to the park, do all type of shit, whatever. No one even knows what's going on, whatever. So I get back in the house, Walk past, now I'm not even gonna pick it back up. Walk over it. Okay, cool. Still dead to me and isn't it? Now I will say,
You put your fiance on your fuck you forever list?
absolutely. Yeah, she might have started.
I would love to hear these vowels at the way.
No, I ain't gonna lie. I've gotten better with it
Yeah.
in recent years. Where it's like, all right, cool. You don't need to be dead to me for like 7 days. Like, okay, cool.
I think the problem could be dead, but I'm gonna say the reason I say that is because it's like, and this is what I had to catch myself even with the kids. I can never ever come down and match their level of frustration. No matter how frustrated they get me, I have to catch myself before I get frustrated and remember that they are kids. Now,
and
I'm
women
still
are kids.
very much alike in a lot of capacity.
According to Ricky.
When you're a protector and a provider. When you're a protector and a provider, the dynamic is very much similar. But I'm still working. Like, literally, I remind myself of that in my relationship. Like, where it's like, all right, you know what? No, I'm not going to get frustrated here. Because it gets frustrating when you constantly trying to explain yourself and express yourself. And it's like, you know, we only explain ourselves when we care. Because the moment we don't give a fuck, I'm not explaining nothing. And I even tell her, I'm like, I'm only trying to correct you because I care. And it was funny because I stumbled across a video saying, like, yo, men only correct things that they care about. And I'm like, 100%. Like, I just said it to my girl. Like, I'm only trying to correct you because I care. If I did not give a fuck, there's millions of women I encountered that I gave two shits about. I didn't give a fuck what was going on with it. Like, that's your life. But because you're associated with me and I'm your leader
for the future,
and I have to foresee everything, I have to make these corrections. And I'm not trying to say that this criticism is constructive, not destructive. I'm not trying to tear you down just to tear you down. I'm trying to tear down what doesn't work to build up what does.
and I feel like, damn, I just lost it. How about this? I told my girl, I've told my girl plenty of times also in the past where it's like, you do realize I only argue with you in my life, right? Nobody else I argue. I don't have arguments with people.
You don't give a fuck.
Yeah, like, and anybody I have to argue with, they're literally dead to me. It's like, anybody that's not just a part of my peace of mind or bringing joy or just something worthy in my life, why the fuck would you be in my life, whatever?
Right.
Only you. Like, so it's like, so when the shit shouldn't even be argued. It should be like, yo, let's kind of work. But again, I understand because it is what it is.
Are you stubborn in your relationship?
Some people would say that. I just call it an account manager. I just hold accountability to the T.
What you mean, though? Because if you going to high step over a problem,
that's not being stubborn. That's just like matching energy, meeting energy where it's at.
So, all right. So, let me ask you this: like,
some would call it that. I can't dispute that.
Do you think you cannot match energy? Like, do you ever think you could be the bigger person?
Say the question again.
What the fuck? Nigga had a fucking a blank out. Do you think you can be the bigger person?
Do I think I could be the bigger person?
Yo, you know this remind me of when you ask a woman about accountability. That's exactly how he reacting right now. Do I think
I could be the bigger person?
You could be the bigger person.
I do be. I think I am often the bigger person. I am often the bigger person.
This nigga is having a fucking
stroke. I think I am often the bigger person.
This nigga's malfunctioning. How? There's no way you the bigger person stepping over a problem. The bigger person would be the one that addresses it.
The bigger person
and finds a resolve.
It depends how the whole exchange went in the first place, though.
But no, because the bigger person, it don't matter.
It don't matter.
It just, I'm the bigger person. Like,
the
bigger
person.
Often being the bigger person means that I didn't even probably start this fucking problem. Because if I started it, there's no way I can be the bigger person. I would just be rectifying my bad behavior. But to be the bigger person means that it's not even my fault.
All right, how about this?
But I'm going to fix it because I'm the bigger person.
That's fair. I'm the bigger person. I didn't break up with your ass. Does that count?
No. What the fuck? No.
Because I didn't make us a broken home?
No. Stand on me. Being a bigger person is often.
I could have just broke up.
No, because as the man, though, you just got to temper your expectation. If you
find an Asian. I could just go do that, but I'm like, no, I'm gonna be the bigger person. Like, no, I'm gonna just let you be dumb and goofy for a while. I'm gonna relax. You be dead to me for about 72 hours, and then we're gonna come back and reconvene.
No, but I
could go get an Asian.
No, I think that I don't support that message. Don't support broken homes, and I'm not just saying that. But I'm saying when you think about being a bigger person, right? Because it's like often it comes with apologizing, and it might not even come in return. Apologizing when you're not even 100% wrong, but just simply taking account for the role you contributed. Like, you know what? I apologize for the fact that I said ABC. They might never acknowledge that they said every other fucking letter in the alphabet. But it's fine because at the end of the day, your goal is to keep your family together. So it's like, do you think that you're capable of saying, putting your own personal, I won't say feelings, but your personal logic to the side.
Principalities.
Your personal principles to the side for the bigger picture.
Principalities.
Principalities. to the side for the bigger picture.
Is it possible?
Will you do it?
It's possible.
Anything is possible. Will you do it?
Everything is not possible because a woman would never be a bigger person. But
Will I? Not meant to be in every situation.
Will I do it? I've done it. So
no, you said you done it by not leaving though.
I've also done it in other capacities.
Yo, I'm just asking, but no, I just think because I had to learn like the difference between me and my relationship now versus me and my first relationship. My first relationship, I probably was more wanting to be right. Mm-hmm. Now I just be knowing I'm right, and I just don't care if she know I'm right, and I let time take its course. And all the time be on time. Like, time is never late when it comes to taking this course on some shit that I said. So I had to learn to plant seeds. Like, you know what? Like, now, again, I'm still working on my patience with a lot of shit. But in real time, really practicing and preaching, it is like, nah, like, I'll plant a seed and allow time to take its course. Where it's like, you know what? I know I'm right, and she might not understand it today. But in due time, now, if she did, say if it's something that's against my morals, my principles or some shit, I'm just done with the situation. Mm-hmm. But I'm not going to overly, like, you got to know your threshold of what's worth what reaction. Mm-hmm. So it's like, do you have that barometer?
Absolutely.
So it's like, all right, cool. This is worth the silent treatment. This is worth get the fuck out.
Well, yeah, it's only
everything in the middle.
It's only about a handful of things that will just chalk it all together, and then most things fall under, you're dead to me for a while.
So okay, so just a temporary thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
it's always temporary.
Yeah. I've you been your feelings for a little bit, like a little bitch, and then you get out your feelings.
Perspective. Yeah. Hey, yo.
Where we at total? Shit flew.
Yeah, I've gotten better with the timetable of the temporary dead to me base. I'll say that.
Gotcha.
I've reached 7 days.
That's not bad because y'all been together 9 years.
Right? It's like, stall me out.
I give you some grace there. I'm actually proud of you for being in the situation for 9 years, again, considering the times. Like, I want to always highlight that because I know it's not simple. Mm-hmm. I've been in my relationship, it ain't been 2 years, and I see how much shit we go through, so I can only imagine what 9 years of that could look like.
For sure, yeah. This could be a very brief topic. I know we probably don't got the equipment to really deep dive on it, whatever. The presidential race. The woman that's about to take over the country and lead us to the promised land, according to women. So, sir, are you a voter?
Not consistent.
Not consistent.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna just be fully transparent. I have not been a fan of the candidates recently. So I was an Obama voter the second time. I feel like I was 20. What was the second?
Yeah, that
term?
was 12. No.
He
was 8 the first time.
He was 8 to
12,
12, then 12 to 16. We weren't 21.
Trump was
Wait, how old you got to be to vote? 18?
18.
Oh, I voted the second time.
Yeah.
And then I felt like I allowed the culture to force me to vote for Hillary.
That happened.
I got forced. Like, I felt like if I would have hit the other button while I was in that fucking podium, I mean that poll, that voting poll, I felt like it was going, they was going no.
They was going yes.
I thought everybody in that joint was going no, so I just voted Hillary, and then after that, I just didn't vote no more.
So I ain't gonna lie, not the, because I believe this can be a crime. So hypothetically speaking, theoretically, if I was a person that wasn't into voting at all and didn't give a fuck about it, my mom is the type that would cast my ballot for me and just ship it off. Not saying that happens.
He ain't trying to get her no federal crowns.
I'm just saying that my mom type person, nigga, she get into her speech bag. And she got a few speeches too. My dad got the 5 speeches. She got 1 speech. Yeah. No, she got 2. Don't fuck with no white bitches. Second speech is, you know how many people die for your right to vote and this and that, da 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 da. And I be like, okay, mom, I'm not saying about my right taken away. I'm just saying I don't give a fuck about my right. That's what I'm saying.
I feel like I got my right to not vote also.
Exactly.
That's what makes it a right, motherfucker.
Don't take away the right. I just don't give a fuck about it. Yeah. So, in theory, she may send off it already be sealed, signed. She's like, just sign here, nigga. Since you want to be a lazy ass, ungrateful nigga to Rosa Parks and everybody, then just sign here. It's already done. It's like, all right, cool. I guess we voting for Hillary again. But yeah, I've already said Trump about to win. It is what it is, whatever. I don't really care because in all my life and definitely of adulthood, my life has been the same for the most part in all these different situations, whatever. So I'm not a person that looks down on people that are invested in voting. I respect it. I think maybe in the future I may give a fuck about it more and really be invested with it and really figure out, all right, do I believe in this shit or not? Cause some people say that shit is fake. They already knows what the habit is and that. I'm not on that hill. I'm not there.
Not a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, I'm not on that hill yet. But one day I'll really figure out where I stand. Right now, I'm just truly indifferent. Yeah. And I think the Democrats, once again, have just ran a bum ass race. and they about to fumble it and they gonna lose. 'Cause again, I think with Hillary, it's like Hillary just really thought she was gonna be sweet. Like, this TV host ain't about to do shit. I got this. I'm Hillary Clinton.
This apprentice host is not
like,
about to beat
I promise
me.
you, Hillary, people do not like you. That's what she found out. Like, she fucked around and found out that she's actually not that likable. And I think they about to realize it's about to happen again. And they also forgot about how the strength of misogyny.
But I think I won't be contributing to the votes because for me, I'm not polished enough in politics, and I haven't been keeping up with the policies, and I don't know neither one of their goals and agendas. Right? I'm not gonna adhere to either situation. I probably won't get up that morning. That's not me saying don't vote. I encourage people to vote. I just feel like, and I might change my mind. I reserve the right to change my mind because I'll probably tap in now, especially because I was never voting for Biden. So let me just be fair on the record. That's what it was. I was never voting for Biden. And I wasn't going let me go vote for Trump. So I was just not going to vote. But they switched it, so I'm like, all right, I'm not Team Kamala.
You're open to a new conversation.
But I'm just going to listen. I'm not about to be closed off to it, but I'm still stuck on what she did to our people when she was whatever she was in California. And it's like, for me, I never respect people who throw rocks and hide their hand. I respect people that stand on business. So as much as this one person is a dickhead, an asshole, and everything that you could think about, you know who he is.
Right.
When you dealing with somebody that's trying to make it seem like they with you and they really, they trying to run a movie, I can't really get behind that. I'm not like a sheep. I'm not somebody that's going to let people influence me to vote for something because somebody making some shit look good when the whole time they got a knife behind their back. I'm not with that. So for me, but I am a logical thinker, and it's like I'm going to go where the policies favor what I need to do with my business and my life, with insurance, with all of these things, especially considering the field that I'm going into. I need to understand what's about to happen in that field and whose policies, represent more of that. But as far as in me thinking that it's not going, I don't know. I'm like, I'm nervous for whatever's about to happen. Can I just be honest with you? Yeah, because I feel like it's good and bad on each side. So it's like, I don't know. I just want to see what happened. I don't think politics extremely affect our life, but COVID really did. COVID really affected us, and I feel like inflation is really affecting us. All of these things is really affecting us because even as a business owner, a lot of people don't have extra cash to invest into side hustles and businesses. So, but we can put a whole episode derive directly towards unpacking the conversation. And I'll do my due diligence. And I don't want to discourage anybody out there from voting for whatever particular party that y'all want to vote for, whatever the case may be. I'm not a fucking Trump hater. I'm not going to say I'm a Trump supporter. I'm not a Kamala hater. I'm not a fucking Kamala supporter. I'm a motherfucking Wolf supporter. And, that's just meaning like I'm going to do whatever I can in my power to make sure that my life and my family life look good. I'm not waiting on no fucking politicians.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not invested either way. And I'm not.
Yes, you are, nigga. You're going to go vote for Trump. You told me. You're not going to get on this camera and lie. So, no, he didn't say that, y'all.
Busted. But yeah, I'm not a Trump hater, but what I do hate are like Trump dick eaters that are like, no, I would be a Democrat, but it's like they try to convince themselves or project the conviction that, no, he just made up a good case and he really not racist or he really not. It's like, yo, sir, it's cool. Like, just.
I'll hold my comments for another episode for that because we can really unpack that whole sentiment.
I'm with it.
But we'll reserve the right to do it the next time we film.
For sure, yeah. So those people know, because I feel like, yo, if you want to vote for him, be a Republican or vote for that, it's cool. Like, it's fine, but don't. Convince it or make it
you're trying to lobby in a way that just it's not even required. Like
exactly.
Just cast your vote and walk away. Drop your vote and walk away.
Yeah, same with Democrats. It's like, yo, like I understand both sides.
Same.
So
just cast your vote and walk away.
All right,
we don't got to make it this big movement and all that. We're not. If the Obama change movement is not about to happen again. I know that everybody wanted, but it's like our generation we were more naive. Let's just call a spade a spade. This generation is woke as fuck. These kids is fucking woke. So they ain't finna be rallying. Not going to say it ain't going to be some type of parade or destruction, depending on who win. But the fact of the matter is what we saw in 2008, I don't think it happens again.
I called it when Biden won last time. I'm like, we'll see what happens. My prediction was this would be one of the lowest, if not the lowest output of black people.
I knew he was. What you mean? What his
people that vote? I think when they do tally the numbers, they say, "Oh, we've had the lowest amount
of
black people."
At this particular campaign right now.
I thought last time was the last election was the last time
I was never
jig was up.
He not a leader to me.
Y'all doing this song and dance of having black people with the hot sauce and chicken, going to the Breakfast Club, and all this dumbass shit that trying to song and dance, make people believe that you give a fuck about black people, and it's cool. Neither side does. Yeah. So it's like this. Exactly.
That's how I feel. I feel like
it's
like we don't even care that y'all don't fuck with us.
Right.
So don't try to act like you fuck with us. But all in all though, to go all the way back to the beginning when I wanted to leave here thinking about when I was talking about when I was saying that we as men, we love to, be able to create solutions in our relationships for our women because, that's what gives us purpose. It gives us fulfillment, and I talked about how a woman could bring all her problems to you and then be a problem, and that could then become unattractive or whatever the case may be. That's because we look for women to be peace. So when we look for them to be peace, we don't look for them to not have problems. We look for them to not be a problem. And it's like, I don't want you to be my problem. I'm cool with you having problems that I have to deal with because I'm your man, and that's a part of my job description. I don't want you to be my problem. I don't want you to be the reason I don't want to come in after work. I don't want you to be the reason I got to be in the basement getting my head together. I don't want you to be the reason I want to spend all my time with my friends. I want to be able to be happy to see you. So that comes from, now we always know that the textbook thing is women going nag. I'm okay with that. I know that that's just in a women's genetic makeup to nag. But it's what are we nagging about? Like, if you are nagging because you want more time with me, that's fine. That's not an issue. But if you're nagging about things that don't have to be nagged about, are you just not allowing a man to be free and develop the space to be able to pursue his purpose and his goals to be the best version of himself so he can bring that energy back into the household? You're going to create a catastrophic household for your environment, for your household. You're going to create a catastrophic environment for your household that you're not even going to live in. Then when the house burns down, you're going to blame the man for being the one that fucking abandoned his family, but in reality, he was just running off to find peace. So I wanted to add that because it's not that we look at our women as problems like that's a problem. Just don't be our problem. We solve every problem in the world, but when it comes to our problems, let us handle them how we handle them. You don't have to try to assist us. You don't have to try to help us. Be a listening ear and be a fucking transformer. Be whatever we need you to be on that day to make the day better without adding to the fucking problems. Don't, you quiet. What the fuck is going on with you? That's not the way to approach the situation. Hey, is there something you want to talk about? If a guy say, no, not right now. Don't, you never want to open up and communicate. Just respect the man's space and let him get his thoughts together because sometimes silence for us says everything. We have to process in our mind to make sure that we're speaking from logic and not emotion so that when we're addressing a situation, we're putting our emotions to the side. That don't mean we don't want to express our emotion. We just don't want to act through our emotion. So we don't want to talk in that moment. So we maintain our silence to get our thoughts together so that when we come back to you, we have a fucking solution to the problem that's on the table, not just adding to the fucking problem with pissing wars and disrespectful slurs and words. So I'll land it by saying that, ladies. It's okay to dump your problems on your man, but just don't be a problem for your man.
Moral of the story, be Bumblebee. Be a transformer.
Oh, yeah, the transformer like Bumblebee. Yeah, just be. No, I wasn't. I watched Transformers, not all the extra ones, though. I only seen that one.
The first one? First three kind of classic.
I might have seen more than the first one, but I only remember the first one.
Fair.
Because I was never like a Transformer, Marvel, Capcom, this person until I got older. Now I fuck with all that shit.
It was the movies.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But, let's we're going to pick up on a political, I hate talking about politics or passion. Like I'm just not the guy. I'd rather talk about mindset and lifestyle and everything else but that. And it's because I feel like everybody's so emotionally invested that they're not even speaking what works or what matters.
We can talk about how we might revisit it, but I think to your point though, of course, that's a part of our brand, part of this platform. We always like to approach even the conventional or typical topics in a more unique way that we do. So I feel like to your point about the mentality or the mind state of it, I feel that could be a good topic in itself. Like, how has this political culture and time and era affected the mentality of people? You got a lot of people that's our age and younger that feel like the future is doomed. Yeah. And what's going to happen in the economy and the American dream is gone, all these other things. But that's actually what's underneath all this political
that's a fact.
outrage.
Yeah,
it's like,
political
what
controversy.
the fuck? Where are we going?
That's the thing. That's why everybody afraid because they don't know what's next. And, people, they fear the unknown. But, it's one of them things that we're going to have to unpack fully. But in the meantime, you already know behind me. You see what they say. Advertise here. So I don't have to tell you that this is a billboard because this actually tells you itself that it's a billboard. So if you are interested in promoting your brand, promoting your business, promoting your mixtape, promoting yourself, you want to just put a picture of yourself back there while me and Q talk on the podcast.
Put yourself up here, ladies.
We really don't care. Just get with us. The best contact to reach us for this particular billboard is 215-888-2467. Once again, that's 215-888-2467. And if y'all got anything in particular that y'all questions y'all want answered on the show, we can add that as a segment. Sure. Topics y'all want us to talk about, we willing to listen. You know what I mean? We love getting insight. We've been appreciating the feedback that y'all have been giving us. I appreciate everybody that stopped me out wherever I'm at, whether it's in the airport, whether in the city, whether it's out the city, whether it's sometimes I'm at dinner with the family. I appreciate the love and support. I'm glad that y'all taking something from these episodes because y'all know that is our goal to see that y'all grow 1% every time that y'all watch. Just get better day by day. So y'all know what the tagline is, man. As y'all let people know we grow, we want to continue to grow. So do not gatekeep this platform. Continue to share it. Clip your favorite part. Share it to social media. Tag us in it. We'll repost it. And if you listening on audio, big shout out to you. Send this out to 2 or 3 people that's in your phone book. Let them know what you thought about it. You know, ask them their opinion on it and create some open dialogue. Talk to your lady about it. If you're a lady, you listening, talk to your fella about it and make it happen, man. Y'all already know what we going, what it is. Y'all know y'all can follow me at WolfWSC. Y'all know we can follow the network at wolfnetwork.WSC. Where can they find my guy Q at?
Right on Q Live, right as in the right side on QUE Live, right on Q Live. And I appreciate everybody. Shout out to Ricky for the first time hearing today. And I appreciate everybody who walked up to me and said, y'all prefer me, y'all like me the best on the show, and y'all appreciate all my takes and my perspective.
Every person that never said that.
Bullshit. So shout out to all y'all, and shout out to Team Q, fuck Team Wolf.
Your daughter didn't even say that.
Fair. She been off.
But make sure if y'all ever need production for anything y'all got going on, man, give my guy Ricky B. Philly. You know what I mean? He's on the ones and twos behind the camera. And follow us on YouTube. Subscribe as actually Wolf Network. And download us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, everything else. The Wolf Has Spoken podcast. So as we wrap up another episode, until next time we see y'all soon, man. The Wolf Has Spoken. We out.
Yes, sir.
Fuck you.